welcome to another wonderful day, and it is a most certainly wonderful day. There's sun, there's good air, we're outside. All of those things in and of themselves already make what is a wonderful day, an absolutely wonderful day. I'm so glad that you're here, and I'm so glad that we can enjoy it together. Little sip of that. A quick visual descriptor before we get going very far. I have long brown hair, glasses, a gray shirt, a silver bracelet. I have coffee in hand. Behind me, we have some lovely trees and bench, stone wall, and then that wonderful light coming through the leaves. You can see it illuminating the leaves and then cascading through them, and it's just, I like it. It's lovely. It looks great. We are in the gazebo in the public park space near the river, and I'm just enjoying my day. I realize that the day has only just begun, but you know, when the day has just begun, sometimes that's when you can find the most fun. I hope you have your coffee, tea, whatever it may be, whatever gets your day going. I have my coffee in hand, and that is some really good coffee right now. It's exceptionally good coffee. But I'm really partial to a hot cuppa when I start my day. Which brings us on to what we're eventually going to talk about. But before that, I'm going to talk a little bit at the end of today's stream about the art of feeling. It's an art workshop I run every month, and I'm going to share some details about that towards the end. I hope everyone is doing wonderful. I really do. I hope that you're doing wonderful wherever you are, whatever you're doing, however your day might be going so far, or however your day has begun. I hope that you're doing wonderful. So, let's talk about unexpected expectations. What's an unexpected expectation? Well, for one thing, it's unexpected. So how can you expect that you know what it's going to be? The joke writes itself. What can I say? Unexpected expectations are something that sneak up on us. There's something that sometimes we're doing that we don't realize we're doing. Or should I say we're experiencing less than doing. The fulfilling of those expectations is what we're doing, but we're doing it without realizing that they're there. But what actually is an unexpected expectation? Unexpected expectations come up in all sorts of ways in our lives. I'll start with one that's actually pretty super common. Say you're having a conversation with someone, be it at work, at home, or you're talking to a friend, and they let you know about something that's coming up soon. Now, as soon as they let you know about this thing, there's kind of an implied expectation that either you're going to know what that is or that you're going to participate in it. And this definitely happens a lot at work. See, at work, when people let us know about projects or things that are coming up, one of the things that they're doing by telling us about it is letting us know that they want us to be involved in it. And that is kind of funny. It's a kind of funny thing where an expectation is suddenly put upon us, but we're not actually being directly asked to do something. We're merely given that implication that we should be involved. And this is something that follows through in all aspects of life. People, whether or not they mean to, oftentimes subtly hint at things that they want us to do. The problem is, sometimes people do this in a way where they expect you to volunteer your time and energy to that thing, that activity, that project, whatever it is. They're putting upon you a concept that you should be involved. A great place to actually see this happening all the time is in advertisement. Advertisement is geared specifically towards creating subtle or subconscious expectations of behavior. And it can be very unexpected when suddenly we follow suit and think, "Oh goodness, I'm supposed to get this product. I'm supposed to be involved in this charity." And it goes across in so many ways. And not all of these expectations are bad. Some of them, though, are delivered in such a way where you can't really see it coming. Say you're at the checkout lane in a local store, grocery store, shop, whatever, and if they just have a little donation jar there, the donation jar is a suggestion, and the expectation is actually greatly reduced that you're going to put anything in that. Charities realize this, and so they will partner with businesses so that the businesses will sell you a sticker, a little balloon thing that's going to go up on the wall, something like that. And they're going to offer you, after they ring through your purchase or after they greet you, they're going to ask if you would like to spend $1 for such and such. Now, of course, this is an expectation. The expectation is that you're going to say yes, that you're going to spend the extra dollar. And businesses and charities do know that this works. It's not a bad thing, but it is springing upon someone at an unexpected time an expectation for a certain action. This is a positive unexpected expectation. There are, of course, less positive ones. Less positive ones can be, a good work one would be when it's getting close to the end of the day and your boss, your supervisor, comes around and they let you know that they're going ahead and offering overtime. They're offering overtime today. And they say, "Will you stay till X time?" And oftentimes it's more of a will you, less a can you, because that is what is in benefit to them. This unexpected expectation, depending on your position, can be great, but it can also be stressful. I know myself, if at the very end of the day I'm asked to stay longer at a job, to me, it can be a very stressful thing. I already have what I'm going to do after work planned out, but then there's the anxiety of feeling like they're going to be disappointed in you if you don't fulfill that expectation, that obligation they've handed you at the last minute. But why do they wait? Some places don't. Some places will throw it out real early on. Sometimes they'll send a notice across company emails, things like that. But then again, it's just as frequent that they won't do that at all, and then they'll just come up and ask you directly. An interesting thing. It's an interesting activity. And there's plenty of other unexpected expectations that come up in life. And these unexpected expectations can come to us in so many ways, in so many shapes and forms. Obviously, I've given a couple of examples, and I'm sure that you can actually think of examples similar to those that come up in your life. Whether it's a friend telling you an exact time and place that everyone's going to be getting together for drinks, and then not really asking but implying they want you to come. Or it can be you suddenly giving yourself an unexpected expectation. And giving yourself one, now that is a minefield. How can we give ourselves an unexpected expectation? Well, this is the tricky part. You see, sometimes it comes down to we believe that we're supposed to be doing something, and so we immediately put that stress or strain upon us. It's a beautiful day. I should be outside. The two-step right there. Two-step unexpected expectation. You get up, you start your day, or maybe you're getting off work, or maybe you just drop the kids off, and then you look out and you realize it's such a beautiful day, and your immediate thought goes to, I should get outside and get things done. I should use this day. Now, it's not a bad thing unless that suddenly causes you some internal struggle about what is your actual obligation to yourself. That's tricky. I can't necessarily give you the best advice of how to deal with unexpected expectations, but I can tell you that they crop up all the time. And probably the most important thing to do is to be forgiving of yourself. Because the moment that you actually are forgiving to yourself, if you do not fulfill that obligation, that expectation that crops up out of nowhere, if you forgive yourself, you're going to already start to feel better. And that is going to be the most important thing, because we cannot be everywhere all the time, and we cannot do everything for everyone, ourselves included. So, if that is the situation, be forgiving to yourself. Consider for a moment that no matter who the expectation comes from, whether it's internal or external, that we don't actually owe a fulfillment of that expectation to anyone, no matter when or how it crops up. But this is something that's going to happen in our lives. It's something that happens in our lives pretty regularly. So, however you handle it, however you approach it, just remember that if you're forgiving of yourself, a lot of the stress related to these expectations is going to go down. It's going to be reduced. And it's going to be okay. Now get yourself an extra cuppa, because you most certainly deserve one. I know I deserve an extra cuppa. It's just one of those days where an extra cuppa can make all the difference. But before I get going today, I want to talk to you about the Art of Feeling and Abstract Art Workshop. I mentioned it in the beginning of the show, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about it now. Now, the Art of Feeling is a monthly workshop, and it's a virtual workshop that I hold every third Saturday of the month from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Time. During the Art of Feeling, there is some lessons, there's some exploration of art history and what abstract art is, and there's a chance for all of us to create a piece of art together. You'll get to make your own painting there that day, exploring the concept of turning your internal feelings, sensations, and expressions into a beautiful piece of artwork that truly reflects all the things that you feel in that moment. Now, the great thing about abstract art is you don't need to know how to paint a face. You don't have to know how to paint a building. The only thing you have to know is what you feel. Feelings can be transposed into great fields of color. Lines, swirls, shapes, oddities on the canvas. And the Art of Feeling is open to anyone, no matter what level of experience you have, whether you've never painted before, whether you've been painting for years, whether you're a professional and amateur, or maybe you do some other form of art. Maybe you've never done any art. Regardless, you are very welcome to join us for the Art of Feeling. And of course, the next one is on August 20th. Again, that's 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And you can sign up through Eventbrite. There's going to be a link somewhere nearby, depending on where you're joining me. And when you go and you sign up, you're going to get the chance to join us on the weekend. And of course, you can sign up for as many workshops as you want, because there's something to get every single time. We have a whole lot of fun. It's a communal environment. I do use captions during it, so if you need closed captions, we are going to have them. But other than that, you can also turn your video off and your microphone off if you would prefer to join us anonymously and just follow along. That's perfectly fine. The amount that you share and interact with the workshop is entirely up to you. So I do hope to see you all there. And just remember, going back to what I said, you're not expected to show up, but I would appreciate it. Because the person that we should be fulfilling is ourselves. Most certainly ourselves. So I want you to take care, be well, be excellent. I'm going to see you all again very soon. Thank you so much for being here today. And enjoy your day. Bye, everybody.